Hey, what's up? Welcome to episode 3 of the Business Insurance Made Easy podcast. My name is Trey Shields, and I'm joined as always by Micah Solis.
What is up, Trey and everyone?
And the mission of this podcast is simple. We are here to simplify business insurance so you can make more informed decisions. Today's topic is, drumroll please. We got to work on that. I'm going to have to bring in some sound over. I'm going to get a soundboard.
That was a little high-pitched drum roll there. Sorry.
Today's topic is why quoting with multiple agents is a terrible idea. So I think we both have some pretty strong opinions about this. I'll let you run with it to start, and then I'll fill in where needed. So Micah, it's all yours.
Thanks, Trey. Well, I think it's a terrible idea because you have to think about how an underwriter views your account, right? So put yourself in the underwriter's shoes. Okay, so here's a statistic. 90% of the people that quote their insurance out stay with their incumbent agent, all right? So you own a business and you want to get a quote, 90% of the time you're going to stay with your agent. Well, so there's that 10% that you might switch, 10% chance. So this other agent you're talking to kind of knows that he has a 10% chance. Well, he goes to the underwriters. Maybe you give him 2 markets to go to, and he, sends his submission in. Well, those underwriters are very busy people, right? They have production standards to meet. They want to invest their time on deals they think they have a really good shot to write. Okay, so they have 50 submissions in the month of June. They just got one from this new agent. He says, yeah, I got this opportunity. They ask him, oh, are you the agent? No, I'm hoping to get it. Well, now immediately in their mind, guess where your submission goes? All the way down to the bottom of the stack. And this is just reality. So you as a CFO, business owner listening, our audience, just put yourself in the underwriter's shoes. And so that's your goal, and the whole reason you quote is that you want to make sure you're getting the best deal or have the best price. Well, if you just gave away 2 markets to this other agent, those 2 markets now are basically, you're low on their list. So you kind of hurt yourself in terms of how aggressive they're going to get on pricing. So that's the biggest reason, I think. The second thing I would say is just time. You have to duplicate all your efforts. So now all the time you invested with your current guy, now you got to go talk to this new guy, right? Again, for a slight chance you're going to change. And
let me jump in here real quick.
Yeah, jump in, Trey.
I think leverage is just as big as any of the other reasons. If you're working with one agent and they're allowed, they're going out on your behalf and they're able to leverage the companies against each other, or pick the best pieces of the program to put the best pieces of the puzzle together for you. I mean, that's what's optimal. If you have multiple agents, they're not talking to all of these other carriers. So everyone's kind of has one arm tied behind their back and they're flying blind with the 1 or 2 people that they have. But if you work with one agent, now they're leveraging the carriers across. And we always talk about, a lot of people that I talk with is, well, competition is what breeds the best pricing. And they're right. Absolutely right. But you want your competition not on the broker level of broker versus broker. You want it on carrier versus carrier. And you will not get that with multiple brokers.
100%, man. Could not agree with you more. And I think that's as a business owner, you really got to realize that you're not pitting brokers up against each other. You're pitting carriers up against each other. That's what you want done. And to your point, Trey, that's the best way to do that is to pick one agent, have them leverage the marketplace. I just actually, quick story personally, I picked up a new client myself. They hired me via broker record letter to be their exclusive agent. Well, guess what? We kept them with their same exact carrier and saved them $40,000. Okay. We did cheapen coverage. Yeah, it was big time. And they went from $260 down to $220 or something like that. And it wasn't, I didn't do anything magical or anything, but what I did is I got a quote from another carrier, right? And we gave the incumbent kind of a last look, or basically said, hey, you're really high, and the client liked the carrier they were with. Well, guess what? They got to stay with the carrier they were with, and the carrier they were with came down $40,000 in price. to keep the
Absolutely.
account. So
You want the competition amongst the brokers,
exactly.
not the brokers, carriers, excuse me. And that's a perfect example. We see it all the time. Anything else you want to add to this before we shut it down?
No, I think we hit the nail on the head. Leverage, put yourself in the underwriter's shoes. How do you get to the top of the stack? And your time.
And time, right? That way you're not having to dole out loss runs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's, calling you on the phone. Saves you a ton of time. And,
Exactly.
It's nice to develop a strategic partner in your business that you can actually form a relationship with. And trust is going to be a byproduct of that. I would much rather have strategic partners than vendors any day of the week. And the only way you do that is by hiring one agent. So, well, I think that's it. So thanks so much for listening to episode 3 of the Business Insurance Made Easy podcast. If you like this episode, please head over to iTunes and leave us a rating and review. We'd really appreciate it. So that's it. See you in the next episode.
Adios.